Dr. Vauchel, we need you back in. We are getting a spike of activity from the artifact. This is unlike anything we've seen since we retrieved it from the Montellier, Dr. Frederick Urey says in excitement. Dr. Michael Vauchel was busy studying the information collected previously on the Muganya as he listened. Once Urey finishes speaking, he turns to him, a million thoughts running through his mind once the gravity of the situation settles. I must see for myself. We need to fully understand what we are dealing with here, he says. He retracts the hologram and pockets the disc, following Urey back to the lab. As he enters the tech lab and approaches the panels showing data flowing seamlessly from the artifact, he looks up and notices the Muganya is beginning to glow a strange tinge of orange and black. That artifact did not behave this way when we retrieved it. What is happening with it? He asked nervously. I'm not exactly sure. From what I've gathered, the emotional levels of other scientists and guards in the presence of the Muganya have been fluctuating. The data coming from the artifact seems to be coinciding with that. To Michael, this irregularity is exactly what the original Montellier recorded from the Muganya. His heart starts to race as he begins to piece together what all of this meant. We need to get everyone out of the lab.
Are you mad, Dr. Vauchel? We can't abandon our work now, not with this breakthrough. Besides, everything is going according to plan,
Urey says with such confidence that it scares Michael quite a bit. But just as he says that, a scream can be heard from behind the glass that barely separates the two doctors from the artifact. They both run to the window and see one of the assistants vomiting thick, black oil-like bile, making Michael gasp in horror. It's too late now, he says. You wake to the soft vibration of the Arceus Montellier II. Your body aches from the sleep you didn't know you needed, the kind of exhaustion that makes every joint feel like it weighs a ton. You glance at the clock above the bunk, standard ship time, but it feels wrong. Too early, too quiet. The intercom crackles suddenly, slicing through the silence. Engine systems require immediate attention. All engineers report to the engine bay. Repeat, immediate attention is needed. You sit up, heart thudding. A dull metallic taste rises at the back of your throat, the lingering residue of space rations. Beside you, Daniel Elson swings his legs off the bunk, methodical and calm, already lacing his boots. Who screwed up this time? He mutters, voice low, almost a growl. Probably some electrician thinking they can do an engineer's job, you reply, half laughing, half exhaling your nerves. The humor does not last long. A second intercom crackle interrupts before you can stand.
Engine bay, brief. All engineers and guards, immediate response.
You exchange a glance with Daniel. His expression is unreadable, but the tension in his jaw is unmistakable. You move fast down the corridor. The plexiglass windows show the infinite black of space, speckled with distant stars. Normally, this view is awe-inspiring. Now, it feels like the void is watching. You notice something immediately. The hallways are empty. Not just quiet, empty. Not a single crew member in sight. Where is everyone? You ask, voice barely above a whisper. Daniel shrugs, snarky but uneasy. Probably off having lunch while we do the hard work. Both of you reach the elevators
and step inside. You hit the down button in the elevator, but as the doors slide shut, the power cuts out. A low groan of metal, then emergency lights flicker on, bathing the small space in red. Daniel's eyes narrow. Not good. You grip the railing, stomach twisting. You know what's coming, even if you don't yet want to accept it. The elevator descends slowly, each floor a silent eternity. You break the silence, voice trembling slightly. Do you think it's the artifact? The Muganya? Daniel hesitates, then mutters. If it is, we're all probably dead. The hallway outside the engine bay control room is a scene out of a nightmare. Flickering lights illuminate damage that looks intentional. Scratch marks in metal, gouges in walls, pools of dark, wet blood catching the emergency lights. Daniel signals for you to stay back. Weapons out. He whispers. His LASIK hums faintly, a revolver-like silhouette against the red lighting. You step closer. The doors to the control room have been violently forced inward. The edges twisted, clawed, as if some animal tried to break in. Blood trails lead inside. Looks like someone wanted to be let in. Daniel mutters, voice low. You swallow hard, the metallic tang of fear sharp in your mouth. Slowly, carefully, Daniel pushes the doors open. The room is chaos incarnate. Bodies, engineers, guards, crew, strewn across the floor. Blood splattered across panels, walls, and the glass window overlooking the engine bay. You can't stop yourself. The bile rises, and you turn, vomiting. Daniel doesn't flinch, his jaw tight, eyes scanning. Stay focused. We need to know what exactly we're dealing with. You approach the window, wiping a patch clear with your sleeve. The engine bay below is destroyed. Generators torn open, control panels smashed, corpses scattered like discarded dolls. Some bodies are decapitated, others unnaturally twisted. Daniel, your voice is barely a whisper. There's nothing left to fix. Daniel doesn't answer immediately. His stare is fixed, a haunted memory of something worse. Finally, he speaks, quiet, deliberate. We need to get to the escape pods now. Before you can respond, a groaning sound can be heard, echoed from the far corner of the room. A familiar voice, but distorted. We need more. Your stomach drops. James, a fellow engineer, dead only moments ago, steps forward. His eyes are gone, replaced with black ooze tinged with orange, crawling from the corners of his mouth. His teeth, rotted and black, grin at you. James, buddy, we're gonna get you help, you begin. But Daniel shouts, Don't move! It's too late. James lunges. You're knocked down, the wind knocked from your lungs. Before James could inflict serious harm to you, Daniel fires his LASIK. The shot connects. James stumbles, falls, motionless. Daniel grabs your arm. We go. Now. You dive into the elevator, pressing the button to ascend. Behind you, a corpse runs towards the elevator and bangs on the doors right at the shut-in time. Relief is brief. The elevator ascends, floor by floor. Finally, you reach the deck housing the escape pods. Hallways flicker with moving shadows, corpses wandering, aimless and grotesque. One is crouched over a body, drawing symbols in blood. Daniel signals, "Crouch, stay quiet." The two of you move, creeping along the walls. Your pod is just ahead, lights blinking, green, ready. A corpse rounds the corner. Heart pounding, you press against the wall. It passes, unaware. You and Daniel dive into the pod, slamming the door shut. The pod jolts, thrusting forward into the void. Outside the window, the Arceus Montellier II recedes. Corpses flow free into the blackness, swallowed by the emptiness of space. You exhale, trembling. Daniel leans against the panel, adjusting the comms. He mutters softly, "Sekkan, stone coffin. That's what the ship has become." Finally, a voice.
Engineering Major Daniel, it's good to hear from you. We are en route. ETA, 1 hour.
You slump back, eyes closing briefly. For the first time, there is hope.
The Arceus Montellier II drips in darkness, a tomb of twisted metal and corrupted flesh. But for now, at least, you are alive. For now.